What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Fairness Anonymous. We're today talk about The Flash, episodes 19 through 23, just like I did with Arrow, just like I did with what's the other show, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We're finally caught up on the last couple of episodes. We're at the part now where it's like, how are we going to stop the vote? And you guys know I've been telling you each time I review this show that DeVoe's wife was going to be the penultimate decision and what was going to continue. And in the end, DeVoe's wife ended up helping Team Flash break down DeVoe, help get DeVoe back. Another thing that happened, I'm going to get to it in a minute, but we go over these next couple of episodes. We find out that Harry is losing all of his intelligence because he was using dark matter in the thinking cap that he had built. We also get Cecile, who her powers are sort of acting up a little bit because now they're kind of developing a little bit more where she's now taking over the mind of people, taking over their thoughts and whatnot, and going on her own. We got Caitlin, who's still trying to find her inner Killer Frost. We also found out that Caitlin didn't become Killer Frost because of the particle accelerator explosion, that she always had Killer Frost in her DNA. So she was working really hard to try to get Killer Frost to come back out. DeVoe was really giving the guys a hard time when it came to bumping out the rest of his plans. His plan was to capture Fallout, which was the guy that emitted radiation, and turn him into a battery to power these satellites that he was going to use to do what he called the Enlightenment, which was going to be a wave that was going to spread over the entire world that would reboot everybody's brain back to normal, would get rid of emotions, thoughts, feelings, memories, all of that, because he felt like, with people having willpower, that this is the reason that the world is going the way it is going. And that was part of his plan, but it got to the point where he started wanting to harm people and kill people, and his wife wasn't going for that, and that's why she ended up coming over to Team Flash. But if you guys remember, I was saying something a while back that every time DeVoe took over a body, wondered if there was some way to bring those people back. Well, Barry ended up going inside of the conscience of DeVoe. He was sitting in the Thinker's chair, and that was straight from the comic books. He was sitting in his chair, and he was using a combination of Cecile's powers to help him. I still don't understand why he has Cecile's powers. That's a whole different story. But help him go inside the consciousness of DeVoe. He was able to go in there and get Ralph out. And once he brought Ralph out, Ralph was able to take his body back over, and now Ralph is back. Harry ended up going back to Earth 2 because DeVoe's wife ended up making a device that would supposedly restore him back to who he was, but it restored himself, his mind, and all of that, but it did not give him his intelligence back. So he ended up going back to Earth 2. He was fine with just being an average guy because he said he was always known just for his brains, and he just wanted to be himself. So I thought that was a good send-off for him going back to Earth 2. Of course, he'll probably be back, or they might bring another Wells in, because you can't do this show without Tom Cavanaugh. You just can't. Tom Cavanaugh is an integral part of the show ever since the very first episode, because that man can act. He really can. Then we end up having Cecile has the baby. They end up stopping DeVoe. It was just a great episode, a great way to end the season. Like, these shows, all these seasons are always good in the last couple of episodes, but there's just so many episodes. And I know that I was telling you guys in my Arrow review that we're going to talk about that later in a separate video. We really are. We really are. But we end off with stopping DeVoe's plans. The satellites are crashing down to Earth. We see Nora earlier in the episode, so we know her to be Nora Allen. We know her to be the daughter of Iris and Barry. But Barry was getting ready to go do a sonic punch and break open or destroy the satellite that was crashing down on Central City. She reversed time somehow and was able and ran with him and destroyed the satellite. We found out in the end that she's made a big mistake. She came to the party when they first brought the baby home, when they first brought Cecile's baby home, and Cecile and Joe's baby. When they brought the baby home, she came to the party, and everybody started realizing, you were the server at the wedding. You wasted coffee on us at Jitters. They started realizing where she was from, and she broke it to them that I'm your daughter, because she had that same jacket on that we saw Iris had on earlier in the season when she was a speedster herself. But she said she made a mistake, a big mistake. And like I said, I can only assume that the mistake she made was reversing that situation to help Barry blow and explode that satellite. So I wonder what that's going to take us going into next season. We're going to be dealing with, them seeing that this is their child from the future, probably making sure that she gets back to where she came from. All in all, great season of The Flash. I don't know what you guys think about it in the comments below. Whether you're watching this on YouTube, it's not on Facebook, I always say that, but it's not on Facebook. It's not on Facebook. It's right here on YouTube, guys. Go ahead and comment in the comment section below. And as I always say, we'll see you guys in the video.